this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, New Orleans. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brissett again. Catch made here by Campbell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here we go. Check 15, check 15. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, Will. Watch the ship.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check. Come on.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down New Orleans. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's right.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. We're waiting. Check. Watch 54. Gotta do better.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. 20! Touchdown, New Orleans! Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Looks good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Let's go. Do it.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They run with Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Play fake. Brissett. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. On third down, it's Hines, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Brissett on first down. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Brissett to throw on first. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up second down.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Brissett now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
And it's third down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. All day, man.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Buying time to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big fella. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Ready. 95, 56. 54. Mike, 54. Cut. Slam. Hey, easy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second and 6 at the Colts' 39-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on second and 6.
Shift. Kill. Here we go. Go get him.
To throw is Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Ready.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
5-9.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From midfield now on second down, Brissett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. A first down throw for Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. Brissett now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. This is Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
He's not going to get me. Hey, whoa. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Breeze. Uncorks one for Davis. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Kill.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You got him.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's what I'm talking about.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go, Sandwich.
From the 44, Brissett. And this is Gabriel on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On the double. Put the against the mic. I'm here all day.
On 3rd down, Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 32-yard line.
Brissett. Yeah, 58 to Mike.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines down to the 30 after a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abuka, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Easy. 5-9. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on him. Hey, exit. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 3 seconds.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brissett sets to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
From the gun, here's Brissett. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 1st down, Hines. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Switch.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brissett looking deep downfield, and that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Pass complete here to Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. 11. 54.
Breeze now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Throwing now is Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Breeze to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check safety, check safety.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I'm going back to you. Over. Big ass. Here we go. I got motion, man. I got this.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead.
Hey, easy. Hey, turn it up. Mike's 54. You're good. Mike 4, ready. Go. Hey, easy. Play tight.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. And Lutz puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Taylor, and an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
He's back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Eluding the pressure right. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Quit talking about it and wing it.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Breeze now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Kill.
Now Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Chance.
To throw, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
21.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
The 1-yard line.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike. Hey, easy. Mike, 54. Your track.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for New Orleans, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.